Hello, Stewart families. This is your principal, Audra Goodman, coming to you with this week's Star Review. So, I taught for about 8 years before I had my first child, and I loved teaching. I was super dedicated, I was passionate. And in my mind, when I was young, I couldn't imagine caring about anything more than the work that I was doing. And I cannot express the wonder and amazement I felt when I had my first child. I expected to feel all the things that a mother felt, and I did, but what I did not expect was the shift that happened inside of me as an educator. When I looked at my child and I had a baby, it was the first time that I ever realized I am teaching someone else's baby. These people have entrusted me with this beautiful, perfect, most precious thing in their whole wide world. And that heaviness, the realization of that privilege, just really made me take on a new meaning and a new approach to how I was as an educator. And that realization and sentiment has endured with me over the years and has stayed in my heart. And it really does impact the way I view myself as a principal and the actions that I take. Now, this week, we experienced an incident at dismissal that, even though it was resolved quickly, it may have felt startling for a lot of you. And so I just want to take a moment to reassure you that we are prepared to react quickly and ensure your child's safety at all times. Your child's safety has been, will always be our highest priority. We want to get that kiddo back to you every day in the same condition that they came to us. Please know that I take this responsibility super serious, and I will always do everything in my power to protect the students that are entrusted in my care each and every day. Now, at Stewart, safety is not something we do by ourselves. It's something that we do together. And after anything ever happens, we debrief, we talk, we plan for, we reflect, and it's something we discuss consistently and constantly. Our staff regularly reviews safety procedures, they participate in training, we collaborate with the district to ensure we're prepared for a wide range of situations. We'll also work very intentionally with students because they're a huge part of it. We need them to understand the importance of listening to adults, following directions, staying calm when something unexpected happens, and understanding how serious it is when we practice drills. These are all skills that truly matter for keeping everybody safe. I also want families to know that we have a regular safety team. We reflect all the time. We always plan for stuff. And I just really appreciate all of your commitment to your students and working with me and trusting us with your child. Stewart is a place where students are deeply cared for, watched over, and supported each and every day. And if you ever have any questions or concerns about our safety procedures or anything that happens, please never hesitate to reach out to me directly. All right, so we are on to our parent tip. And this one is about if your student gets caught cheating. Now, I know that sounds a little funny in elementary and it looks a little different in elementary, but we're coming upon testing seasons. And a lot of times kids will want to copy someone's homework, or sometimes they even want parents to really just do a lot of their homework for them. Or tests are coming up and they're peeking over. It does happen, even though it doesn't happen in the same way as it does when they're older. So if you get a call and you find out that your student has done something like that, I know you're probably going to be upset, but it is super important to remain calm and more of have a conversation to figure out why the student is cheating, because they never ever do it unless they don't know. And that's usually what it's about. So, common reasons why elementary students cheat. They are super afraid to disappoint you and they don't want to bring home a low grade. So make sure your child knows that as long as you're trying and you do your very best, it's okay if the grade is low as long as, you put in your very best effort. They have high expectations for their own academic achievement and they're just being hard on themselves and they don't want to get a bad grade. Tell your child not to put too much emphasis on the grade, and what matters is what they learn in the process. They might think cheating is not a big deal and explain that it is very wrong. And when you cheat, you rob yourself of learning, as well as it's super unfair to the material and to the other students in the class. Or they were asked to. Often it's not that your child's cheating off of somebody else, but maybe somebody is bugging them to let them copy their paper, and that is the same as if they were cheating themselves. So make sure your child practices advocating for themselves and saying things like, we're going to get in trouble, I'm not comfortable with that, and they feel confident in doing that. All right. It is a very busy week for us. It is the book fair. The book fair runs from tomorrow morning all the way through Friday, so the 2nd through the 6th. And it's going to be open for the evening event at One School, One Book event, which I'll talk about in a minute. With the book fair, I know a lot of you will send money with your children, and that is okay. We're going to allow them to shop either when their classroom signs up or during lunch and recess. We'll have people that will take them down there. But if your child does bring money, please talk to them about keeping that money stored away out of sight. Make sure it's in a Ziploc bag or a pouch. Remind them, and I talk to them too, not to flash their money around or take it out and play with it because I just really don't want them to lose anything. They are also not allowed to give away their money, buy things for other people, do anything like that. We just don't want any issues around that. You are welcome to come before or after school with your child to shop the book fair. If you look at our newsletter, the times are posted. I believe it starts at 8:45 and after school until about 4:30. But if you come before or after school, your children have to come with a parent in order to access it. They can't come in before or after school without you. There is also a Scholastic link in the newsletter where you can just load money onto an account for them so they don't have to bring any physical cash, which is the best option possible if you're able to. Also, on Thursday evening, we are celebrating our One School, One Book. I hope you've been enjoying How to Eat Fried Worms. That is an evening event from 5:30 to 7. It is free to come. We want your whole family to come. PTA will be selling pizza that night. There'll be lots of fun activities and events, and RSVP will go up tomorrow. One activity that we have, I am asking for some donations if you're able. We want to do a dirt cup station for kids. So if you are willing and able to donate Oreos, gummy worms, pudding cups, that would be amazing. You can drop them off at the main office. And if not, no worries, just come and make a dirt cup. So we appreciate all you families. I hope you're enjoying the book. I can't wait to see all of you at the book fair to support PTA. And I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. And remember, at Stewart, stars always rise.